everyone, I'm Taylor and I am a local illustrator. Today I want to talk about this illustration that I made of the whale that was for this bottle. Some of you might recognize it. Thought I would talk a bit about that as it was my first published work officially as an illustrator, and I just wanted to share my experience making it, how it came about and the process of making it. So first things first, how it started was I designed it in my sketchbook where I put a lot of my concepts. It was just an idea that came to me. I had art block for some time and I wasn't quite sure what to draw or what to paint, and I was feeling quite stuck. And instead of trying to do what most of us artists go and do, we go and look at other people's paintings to try inspire us, just thought, what about a whale? A whale just popped in my head. I was like, why not? I'm just going to trust this idea. And it's always the idea that I never really quite want to do, but it kind of found me and it's like, bring me to life. That's kind of how it works for me. So I've started trusting the idea that I least want to do, and it always ends up actually becoming the best idea compared to the artwork idea that I have in mind, and I'm trying to force something I want to come out, whereas I let the idea find me rather. So I go into like a receptive mode, which I think is so essential for creativity, rather than force, because the nature of creativity really is flow, it's feminine, and it's something that can only really be accessed through a more receptive state. So I then thought of a whale. This is how it started off, okay? Just as an idea in my sketchbook. It isn't even finished. So after I had done that, I then decided to make it into a digital drawing. The idea was that the whale is swimming in a sunset, and there were actually two versions that I made. One was just with a whale by itself, and then one baby whale and the sun, and there's an ocean in the sun, and it just made me think of Hermanus and like Camps Bay, Ladano area where we see whales quite often here in South Africa. So that was how it started, and I'll just show you a time lapse of how I made it too. I was really also inspired by motherhood, the whale and the baby whale. It's very symbolic or metaphorical of a mom and like her baby and that love, and that's why there's hearts there. But I imagine the hearts got us to be like beach balls, and they're bumping these beach balls of love. There's also stars on them because I just thought, why not? Let's make her a starry whale. And I feel like because moms are just so wise, so the stars pretty much represent the cosmos and therefore the wisdom. The sun kind of represents joy and excitement, and I feel like that's what the whales are doing there. And then I saw the Yes Definitely Instagram pop up on my screen. I can't remember exactly how I stumbled across them, but maybe it was because I saw someone else's bottle and I was like, this is interesting. I've seen these bottles around Cape Town. What does it mean and how can I get involved? So I followed them on Instagram, and I saw that they have open submissions for people to submit their art. Submitted it as it appears here, and about a month later I heard back from Will. He emailed me and he said, hey, I really like this design and I think it could work on the bottle. The label is more vertical, so portrait, so we need to take it from the landscape mode it's in and turn it into something portrait. And we kind of worked together. He would suggest some ideas. Got to the point where we were like, is it going to be between a rainbow or this kind of shell behind it, and is it going to be orange or is it going to be blue? We weren't quite sure. There was a lot of decision making and it was a tough one. At the time I had a few housemates and I asked them which one they preferred, the blue or the orange, with or without the rainbow. Everyone voted on the blue. Will and I were actually very torn because we actually really loved the rainbow, but I just kind of took into the majority of opinions into account because I wanted people to see the bottle on the shelf and want to purchase it, of course. Yeah, I had so much fun, and I'm not the only illustrator who has made a bottle before. If you look, there's quite a few of them. I think they release them every 3 months or so. So if you are an illustrator, submit your work and maybe it will be featured. Yeah, I think it's just such an awesome opportunity if you are here in Cape Town. I believe if you're international as well, you can still submit. And it's just such an opportunity to just get your work seen, spread your message through your work. And what I was very excited about, because at the time I was a playgroup teacher, so I was working with 2 to 3 year olds, and that very much inspired my work most of the time. So when my co-teacher sent me a message to say she had spotted a child with my bottle somewhere out in public, I was very happy about that, because that was kind of like the whole point to me. I've always kind of hidden my art, and now it's time for it to be seen. I'm very happy about that, and I'm very grateful to the Yes Definitely team. Very awesome. Will is so cool. I could tell from the emails, like, just so easy to work with, great with ideas. Day it arrived, I got like a pack of, I think between 9 to 12 or 6 or something like that. People were loving my bottle, and I was very happy to hear that, because it wasn't even in my expectations at all. You know, it was just like, okay, I'm creating a design for a water bottle, let's see where this goes, and a lot of people were very happy with it, so I'm very glad about that. I'll also just pop some of my other work here so you can see what my style is. I'm very inspired by nature, childhood especially, because I really believe that children hold something very magical, and I think children have a lot to teach us, and childhood nostalgia and family. So if you like my art and you want to see more from me, please give this a thumbs up. You can also give my Instagram a follow, where you can see more of my childhood inspired art. I also do kids workshops, so I work with so many children. I love children. I also run meet and makes for women, specifically art journaling or art junking, where women can scrap and sketch and paint. Soon I will also be offering art journaling classes with a therapeutic element, where we kind of go a little bit deeper and we become more reflective. That is a curriculum I'm busy working on. It has pretty much been an almost lifelong dream for me to start a YouTube channel, so I'm so glad that I am at a stage in my life where I'm creating content that I can also speak about, because if there's one thing I love about the process the most, it's talking about it, sharing the process. So I love making art, and I also love sharing the process, and I think that's something a lot of artists relate to. So if you enjoyed this video, please keep an eye on my account. I am busy working on some exciting projects. The ones I can talk about are the ones that I'm making. And one of those things is affirmation cards, or I'm really just calling them kind cards, because I wouldn't even say that they are affirmation cards. They're just cards with a kind message attached to it, and they're just little positive reminders that I feel we could use. I put them on people's windscreens, just random people, because I just thought, why not just spread some love? I put my Instagram handle there, so if people want to, they can share what the card meant to them or how they felt when they saw the card, or they can just tag me and give a follow. So if you see one of these cards, feel free to share the love and tag, or DM me what the card meant for you. I will be making a more in-depth YouTube video about the process of making those cards. I had so much fun making them. I'm not even halfway through them. I've made about 6 or 7, and this December holidays I'm going to be making more and recording the process, and I'll be uploading that as well. So also let me know if you would like it in part series of the cards, or maybe one big video. Yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. Have beautiful summer holidays. Bye.